In a small village in eastern Uganda, there lived a woman named Nabirye. The day her fourth child was born, the midwife smiled and said, "Another healthy baby girl." Nabirye smiled too, but her heart tightened. When her husband arrived, he had the news. His face hardened. He didn't ask if the baby was healthy. He didn't touch the child. He only said one sentence that would always echo in Nabirye's life for years. "I cannot stay in a home that produces no sons." That same evening, he packed his clothes. By morning, he was gone. 4 daughters, no husband, no money, no warning. The village whispered. Some blamed Nabirye, others pitied her. A few shook their heads and said, "Girls are a burden." Nabirye cried that night, not loudly but silently, with her teeth clenched, holding her newborn close so her tears would not wake the others. The hunger came quickly. Some days, there was no food in the house. Nabirye swallowed her pride and went door to door, borrowing cassava flour, a cup of beans, a handful of maize. She told herself it was temporary, but temporary became a routine. There were nights when she fed the girls first and drank only water. Nights when the children slept early, not because they were tired, but because sleep was easier than hunger. When school time came, Nabirye almost gave up. Uniforms cost money, books cost money, even a pen felt like a mountain. But she looked at her daughter's eyes, bright, hopeful, trusting, and made a decision. If the world would not help her, she would fight it alone. Every morning before sunrise, Nabirye boiled groundnuts, packed them into small tins, and walked to the roadside. Under the hot Ugandan sun, she hawked groundnuts to passing buses, boda riders, and tired workers. Groundnuts, fresh groundnuts, groundnuts, fresh groundnuts. Some days she sold out, some days she came home with half her stock and sore feet. But she never stopped. Rain soaked her clothes, dust coated her skin, people laughed at her. Men who once greeted her now looked away. Still, she persisted. Years passed, the girls grew. They studied by candlelight. They shared one book among 4. They walked long distances to school, barefoot sometimes, but determined. When classmates mocked them, they remembered their mothers' cracked hands and refused to fail. One by one, they passed their exams. One by one, they moved to the city. Silence returned to Nabirye's house, but this time it was quiet, filled with waiting, not despair. Then one afternoon, the village had a sound it wasn't used to. Engines. Cars rolled slowly down the dusty road, shiny, clean, out of place. 4 women stepped out, well-dressed, confident, and smiling. People stared. Someone whispered, "Who are they?" The women walked straight to Nabirye's old house. "Mama!" one of them said, her voice shaking. "We are home!" Tears streamed down Nabirye's face as her daughters knelt before her. They told her everything about their jobs, their success, their plans. Then one of them held her hand and said, "Mama, we have come to build you a house, a modern house with clean water and electricity, with rooms that will never smell of hunger." As the sun set, Nabirye stood surrounded by her daughters, the same girls who were once called useless. The man who abandoned her was nowhere to be found, but Nabirye no longer needed him, because the sons he wanted were the daughters he abandoned.